Hello, welcome to this channel Gain Java Knowledge, and today in this video we will discuss about Spring Boot 2.3 is new Docker image creation functionality and how it works with Spring Boot dev tools. And this new feature provided by Spring 2.3.0 version that supports for building Docker images using cloud native build packs. Okay, let's start to create a Spring Boot project. So first I will go to Chrome and here I will type start.spring.io and will enter. Here I have selected project as Maven project and language Java and Spring Boot version 2.3.0, and here we need to define group ID, that is com.gain.java.knowledge, and here we will define artifact ID. Now I will add the dependencies. Here we need to add the two dependencies. First is Spring Web, and the second dependency that we need to add is Spring Boot DevTools. So here we have added two dependency. Now I will generate, and after extracting, here I have imported the project. Now I will create one more package and will create one controller class. And here I have created one controller package, and inside my controller I will create one class that will be my new class, that is demo controller. And here at class level I will use annotation, that is @REST controller, and here I will create one endpoint, that is public string get message, and here I will return one string message. And here I will use the annotation, that is @getMapping, and here I will define the path. Now I will run this application. Run as Java application. Now my Spring Boot application has started. Now I will go to Chrome and to hit the endpoint that we have created. So here I will use localhost 8080 and /message. Now here you will see the response that is provided by endpoint hello Java. Now I will go to my application again and will change the output. Hello Spring. Now there is no need to restart the server. because we are using DevTools. So build the changes, and behind the scene DevTool is reloading the application without restarting the JVM. So now I will call again this endpoint, and here you will see the change hello spring. Without restarting the server, we can see the changes in Spring 2.3.0. In Spring Boot 2.3.0 have this new functionality, so that will take your existing application and will build it. So now we will build a Docker image. It can be run anywhere using the CNCF Cloud Native Build Packs project. So to do that, I will go to my application.properties, and inside my application.properties I will add one secret key, that is Spring DevTools remote secret. So now I will go to my pom.xml, and here we need to add some configuration. Here you will go to Spring Boot Maven plugin. Here we need to add the configuration, that is exclude DevTools is false. So now I will go to my demo controller, and it's taking time to build. Now here I will stop the application. So now here in one more final step here, that is to start running a remote Spring application. So here I will click and go to run as configuration. Here I have already created one remote Spring application. Here we just need to define the name and the project, and it is my main class that is provided by remote Spring application. And here we need to go into arguments, and here we will define our application when we'll run on Docker. Its IP 192.168.9900 colon, its port number where our application is running. Here it will apply and will run later. So now I will close it. This remote Spring application is effectively a file watcher that notify a running application that file have changed. Means when we do any change in our application, we can see on the console in remote Spring application. Okay, now I will create Spring Docker image. So here I will click Docker image creation project and show in local terminal. And this is the path of my project, and here I will paste this command. That is Spring Boot build image mvnw Spring Boot build image, and here I have defined my Docker Hub credentials, that is spsync 0 gain Java knowledge, and will and build image process started, and it will take time. We can also skip the test cases, but here I have not skipped. Building image, that is docker.io. Here it's verifying checksum and expanding to layers Paketo. Here we can see successfully built image, that is SPSync gain Java knowledge latest and build success. Now we will test this Docker image. Now here I will type here. Before testing this Docker image, I will go to my remote application that I have created. First I need to start this so we can see the changes. So here I will go and need to run the remote Spring application. Run configuration and will click on remote Spring application and start on run. Click on the run and now my report application will start. Here you can see on the console. Here you can see the remote Spring application started. That is the remote Spring application started, and now we need to test our Docker image. So here I will type Docker run -p and the port number 8080 and its tag name, that is our image name. Gain Java knowledge. Now I will hit enter. Docker run -p 8080 and its tag name, that is my image name created in Docker. Container memory limit unset and configuring JVM for 1G container, and here you can see JVM memory configuration and adding 133 containers certificate, and now my Docker image is running. And here started Docker image creation application in 43 seconds. Now I will go to my Chrome and here I will call to my Docker image endpoint that is running on 192.168.99.100 port, and when I will hit this endpoint, here you can see the response hello Spring. Now I will go to my Eclipse and inside my controller I will do some changes. Hello Java, and click save it, and now you can see the changes in our image also. Here is my remote application that is running, and it acts as a watcher that will watch the changes. And here you can see uploaded one class resource, and here it's showing some failure, and remote server has changed and triggering. Now we will go and check the response in our Docker image. Here you can see the changes. Here you can see hello Java has printed. Now I will go to my demo controller and will create one more endpoint and will show you in my remote application, remote Spring application. It will show all the changes. Here if we want to print both hello Java and hello Spring, so here I will create one more endpoint. And here I am not restarting my server and just save this value. And now we have created two endpoints, and we will see in my remote application. This file will detect the changes. And when we will do any changes, this file will be start to running. Uploaded two class resources, and remote server has changed and triggering live reload. Now I will go to my Chrome and check the output. Our Docker image has affected these changes or not. Now I will call this first. Here you can see hello Java, and second endpoint that we have created hello Spring. Now both endpoints is working properly without restarting the server and without building the image. Okay, thanks for watching this video.